मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा, ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with the new business opportunity every day at 12 o'clock. Today also we have come up with a great business opportunity for all of you into distributionship. But before we'll start discussing about the brand and we'll introduce you with the brand, let me just quickly run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, I would request you to please type your questions into the Q&A box and avoid raising your hands. We will take up all your questions post our presentations. So during this webinar, to make this webinar more interactive, you can keep sharing your questions and your cities of interest into the Q&A box, and we will answer all your questions in this live webinar post our presentation. So our today's brand is Spirinat. They are into spiritual and natural. Basically, they are providing the business opportunity for all of you into distributionship. To tell you more about the brand, we do have Mr. Gaurav Arora, who heads our framework vertical with Franchise India and who leads this brand overall. We have Mr. Ashok, who is the consultant, senior consultant, and will be helping you in understanding the commercials part of this brand and investments part. We have Arif, who's leading this brand and who will be going to connect with you for one-to-one discussions post our webinar. So I would like to welcome all the panelists here. We have Mr. Gagan and Mrs. Vandana, with whom Mr. Gaurav is going to introduce you now. I would like to request Mr. Gaurav to take the lead and introduce our participants with the brand. Over to you, Gaurav. Gaurav, you're on mute.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. So thank you so much, Neha, for helping us to basically create this platform for investors and brand to basically meet with each other virtually and learn from each other, and then probably can decide which is the right opportunity for them. And today, with all the pride, I'd like to welcome the brand team, which is basically very, very aspirational, which is very, very, I would say, experienced in terms of what is right offering for the investors, and not just for the investors, but also for the end users, because the product that we are going to talk about is basically relatable to us as an individual, as a human being, right? We use a lot of cosmetics in our day-to-day life for our skin care, for our beauty, for our health care. And then we also do a lot of spiritual practices in our life. So we use the incense sticks because that is like a daily use product. So what is right for them, right? How to use it and what all ingredients are required is very, very important while we are applying anything on our body, because it is very easy that we can buy any product with some or the other influential marketing, but is it right for us? Is it right for our skin? Is it right for our hair? Is it right for us to consume? Right? Is something very, very important to basically understand before we start buying. So today we have picked up this brand because when I met Mr. Gagan, who is basically the founder of the brand, along with Ms. Vandana, who is the co-founder, I found him very, very, very visionary because he comes from a merchant navy background. He has traveled the world. He has seen probably what a lot of other people have not seen, because he travels to the places which are remote in nature, but also at the same time which are like the developed economies, right? So he has seen personally that what is the gap in India vis-a-vis the global countries, vis-a-vis the developed economies on the product side, and hence he basically discovered himself to basically get into a field where he can do something on the personal side also of the society. He can add value in their life. Well, we cannot stop to use the cosmetics or the healthcare hair care products, but we can probably improve the usage of it with the right product life. Because whenever we go out in the market, what we believe is that what kind of packaging is there, or what kind of price is there, what kind of promotion is the company doing, but there are hardly people who actually go on to the ingredient side of it. So he's going to basically talk about the education part of why this product is important, how it is important, and where it is making a difference, right? For which we have actually organized this seminar. So we are going to learn from him, not just on the opportunity from a commercial side, but also from a learning of this as a subject, as a category, right? So he comes with over 20 years of experience of having sailed into multiple countries, global economies, seen the world. And today he's a name in the ship business as GC. He's termed as GC, and he's basically termed at a very, very senior profile in the shipping business. And with his experience, he's going to help us to learn also on what his journey has been so far and why he's come into this business and how he's going to make the difference. Along with him, we have Miss Vandana, who is a co-founder, who also comes from a best of the health practices. She's also basically seen the world from Gagan's eye, and then he's also gone into this field. And today, both of them are going to talk about their journey, their vision, and how they are going to add value, how they're going to make difference in the people's life. So we have got two aspects of the seminar today, where one side is for the investors who are seeking opportunity to invest in and how they can create a fortune out of it. And on the other side, the individuals who are going to consume this product, who are going to apply this, and who are going to buy it, right? So we are going to talk about both the prospects, along with my team, Arif, who is going to be leading the one-on-one discussion between the investors and the brand team after the session for easy access to the brand. We have Mr. Ashok, who is a senior consultant who has actually worked very, very closely with Gagan and team to create the entire piece of offering that we are going to be talking about. So Ashok and Gagan are going to collaborate today on this subject, and we are happy to take up the questions after the session. Keep raising your questions, keep writing us on the Q&A box, or you can reach out to our hotline number, which Neha would be sharing with you on the chat box. Do note it down, reach back to us so that we can align you with the brand team in the right time, in the right space, and we can take up your queries later. So thank you so much all for coming and joining this session today on 2nd of April, the second day of the financial year, and we are launching the first brand, which is Spirinat Organics. So can we have Gaganji and Ashokji to take up the podium and unveil the opportunity for the day? Thank you so much. Gaganji, you can.
Yeah. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for a detailed introduction, and probably you summed up my entire life journey since I passed out of the college in last few minutes. So it's an honor to be here, to be associated with Franchise India, and to meet all our participants in this webinar. Spirinat Organics, I will just take you little bit back in time so that we can understand the brand better. Now, 2002, I started my journey as a merchant seaman, and over last 22 years, I sailed almost more than 100 countries in this world. There is hardly very few countries where I haven't been, where I haven't met the people. And the most interesting part of the journey was somewhere between 2003 2005. That's the time when I first went to Korea, and that's the time when the craze of K-beauty was catching up. And the whole K-beauty was founded on the concept of a flawless skin. So you use all sorts of cosmetics, all sorts of chemicals, and you try to achieve a set standard of a flawless skin. Whether that's actually good for your body or not, we came to know much later. So when I was going through this merchant navy journey and seeing all this transformation, somewhere I had a doubt in my mind whether the practices that are being implemented are really beneficial for us, whether really good for us, our body. And of course, now we know that the cosmetics are the worst thing that you can do to your body. Most of the cosmetics have harmful effects over a period of time. They tend to create a lot of issues in the health of the individual using them for a long time. Okay, once or twice use is okay, fine. That's never a problem. But over a long time, if you're using cosmetics, it's really detrimental for your skin and for your body. That's a medically accepted fact now. So during the COVID period, we were thinking of how to enhance the wellness of the society. And that's when we came up with this idea that we should be launching products which are for the holistic wellness of the individual. Now, the holistic wellness of the individual, you can summarize in two simple steps. One is the physical well-being and the other is the mental well-being. The physical well-being, whatever products you are using on your body, and mental well-being is you will have to have a connection with some higher powers. That's what everybody believes. And as an Indian society, we all know everybody has a belief in some higher power. The names may be different, but everybody has a belief in higher power. So the connection with that supreme power helps you to take on the challenges of the world, whether they are your mental issues, whether you have financial issues. So that higher power belief gives you a hope to live on in the life. And so with that motto in mind, we created the brand Spirinat Organics, which is a combination of spiritual and natural. So the natural for your body and spiritual for the connection with the divine. That's where the Spirinat comes. So it's spiritually natural. Whether our products or our thought process, it will be spiritual and it will be sourced to the natural ingredients. So that's what we have in mind, and that's what we have tried to curate in our brand name. And the products, of course, represent the same quality. I would like to just share my screen with everybody so that we can have. Okay, now my screen is visible, Neha?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, okay. So there are three co-founders in this business. One is myself, Gagan Chaturvedi. Then there is Mrs. Vandana Kulshe. She comes from an army background. Her husband is a colonel in army. She is an AWA entrepreneur, Army Wife Welfare Association entrepreneur. And Mrs. Neha Singh, who is on a business trip, who could not join us for this webinar. Now, our aim is total to focus on natural ingredients. So whatever products we are making for the skincare, we are making with the use of all natural ingredients. And as far as possible, we are trying to do them in an eco-friendly manner. By eco-friendly manner, I mean that even in case of a no electricity day, we can produce our products. So our products are almost carbon neutral and they are certified for carbon neutrality. All the products that we have are 100% natural, chemical free. There is no chemical introduced into any of the products. They are cruelty free, no animal testing. All the products have been tested on humans. We have details of the dermatologist testing for skincare products, and our packagings are all recyclable packaging. So the whole focus is on the sustainability, eco-friendliness, and natural ingredients. Now, where we manufacture our products are manufactured in our facility in Dehradun. And this facility makes use of the natural spring water when we are making our products. And as you all know, that natural spring water is really, really good for your body, for your skin. So most of the products, except some products which require specifically DM water. Okay. So some products like hair care shampoo will require demineralized water. So for that, of course, we use the demineralized water. But for others, it is all located. It is all used with the help of spring water. The facility we have is located exactly at foothills of Himalayas in Dehradun, and we have an entire supply chain which is right from the farm to our factory. So everything is under our control, and that's why we can assure the quality of the product, because we are not depending on any third party for delivering some of the ingredients of the product. We purchase the ingredients right from the farmer, and then the entire processing is done at our end. So like say if we need mustard oil for our one product, we are not buying mustard oil from somebody. We are buying mustard from the farmer after checking the quality in his farm. So when the produce is cut, that's where we are getting the mustard. Then the entire processing will be done at our factory. So we know exactly what we have procured and what we are putting in our products. That's why the qualities are 100% assured. Now coming to the certification part, all our products are certified by UK Cert for organic compositions. We have FDA certification for all our skincare products, and we are in an export ready situation. So all the licenses, compliances are in place. So quality wise, that sums up the entire thing, the ingredients as well as the external licensing part. I just like to shift the slide. So the offerings we have, that includes 5 categories. I will start from right to left, so it becomes a little bit simple. Skin care, here we have soap and face washes. So all made using the natural products. We'll have different categories of soap. So for skin, we have skin with persistent infections, we have neem and tulsi soap. Then we have Upton soap for detan, charcoal soap for oily skin. So for different skin types, we have different types of soaps, as well as the face washes. Then in the beauty and wellness segment, we have some glow enhancing or specific problem targeting products like Kumkumadi face oil, which is for bringing the glow and preventing hyperpigmentation. We have a specific anti-acne face serum, face scrub, and we have some wellness products also, like for people who are having problem of slight insomnia. So for them, we have a sweet sleep roll-on, which is one of our star products actually. So this product, the sweet sleep roll-on, it helps you in bringing sleep by relaxing your nerves. Okay, so this product is especially has a story behind this, because it was curated for some close relative of mine who was having light insomnia issue. So it was first tested on my relatives, and that's how we are very sure of the effect. And that's when we brought it out, it became the star product. Then in the hair care segment, we have shampoos, traditional Amla and Bhringraj shampoo, which is for promoting the hair growth. And then we have a onion seed shampoo and conditioner, which is primarily for preventing hair fall. This sums up our natural product range. Now, coming to the spiritual product range, we have offering in terms of incense sticks, dhoops, wet droop, dry droop sticks. Okay, so these are basically fragrance products, but not made traditionally by the dipping method. They are made using the essential oils. Okay, so incense sticks, dry droop, wet droop, these are all made in our same factory in Dehradun, and we do not have a very large range in this because we believe in quality. So this sums up in premium category. This comes in premium category, not the regular charcoal dupe stick, the black ones which we normally get in the market. So these are charcoal free. So the USP is that when you burn these sticks, the smoke will not irritate your eyes. So now many people, when they burn the incense sticks, the fragrance will be amazing, but then we'll have some issues like eyes are itching, or some people may feel allergic and start sneezing. So the ingredients are selected in such a way that these problems are eliminated. You will not have any itching. Most of the people will not feel any allergy to the smoke. And in fact, the smoke is also pretty less as compared to the regular sticks. Fragrances, we are curating our own. So especially like we are creating the fragrances from hydrosols. So that is the USP we have, and that's why we are able to bring the fragrance without bringing the harmful effects of the synthetically made fragrance oil. When we launched this incense sticks, there was a demand in the market that many people do not have time to collect all the ingredients when they are doing some religious ceremonies. Okay, in our culture, lot of ceremonies keep happening. You'll have maybe one puja at home, then sometimes some child's birthdays there, so another puja is organized. Sometimes even for specific remedies of some maleficent planet, specific pujas are organized like Shani Puja, Rahu Puja. So there was a request from some of our customers that if possible, please try to bring this in one bouquet so that we don't have to run to different shops and collect the ingredients. Now, if you want to do one small puja at home, it becomes a large affair because it will have 20, 30, 40 ingredients bare minimum. And then you need to collect it from different shops. In very small places, it's not a problem because you may get it at a few shops which are close by. But in tier 2 cities and tier 1 cities, it's a huge problem. Tier 2 cities also, it is becoming a problem now because the markets are not concentrated anymore. So you may have to visit 2-3 different markets. It may take around 2 to 3 hours of your time, or maybe more depending on the location, to collect all the ingredients. Plus, you are not assured of the quality. So it will be only on using that you'll come to know of the quality. So that's why we created specific puja kits for specific purposes. So let's say if you want to organize a Satyanarayan Puja, then you just buy the Satyanarayan Puja kit, and there are 40 items which are including everything, whatever is required for your that need. So it's a one-stop solution for getting everything in one go. No need of running to different shops and getting the ingredients. Now that's what we have in the offerings of this thing. Now coming to the market. If you look at the market size, I will go with the faith market first. Okay, the religious belief market first. Now, if you see, there is a increase in the spiritualism after COVID, particularly because people have witnessed the fragileness of life. The generation who was born in 1970s onwards, they never had such a witnessing of calamities of nature, and they always believe that life is happy-go-lucky. But what is the meaning of happy-go-lucky was actually clear when the COVID struck. And really many people were not lucky to survive. So that's why people have witnessed the fragility of life. And now they know that, yes, it's not only up to the mankind that they can do anything. Nature is more powerful. The supreme power is more powerful. So there is increased leaning towards spiritual beliefs now. And of course, if we do a survey, which we have on the screen, the survey by Pew, research center, and as you can see, almost 70-80% in every religious group believes in spirituality. They may have different beliefs, but ultimately they believe in some higher power. So the faith market is really, really very huge. Some estimates put it around $45 billion, which is a huge market actually. And there is enough scope for new players because of the big market size. So in this category, we stand in semi-premium category. Ashokji, you would like to explain it better, or should I continue? Because this
You
I
continue,
believe.
please, and then I'll add it at the
Okay,
end.
okay. So we feature in the commerce category here in the faith market, and our competitors will be like Woohoo, Nirmalaya. So these will be our competitors in terms of pricing and in terms of quality. Quality, I can vouch for that it is little bit better than others. Okay, so it may sound like praising oneself, but once people are using it, that's the feedback we have. So advantages we are having here is, one is the quality, and the second advantage we have is when we go in competition with our other competitors like Nirmalaya, they have a single offering range. We have a cross-selling advantage. The cross-selling advantage is that we are in the puja kits business as well. So once a person is your customer through agarbatti or dhupbatti, you can cross-sell him the other religious products as well. And once he has faith in the product quality, the cross-selling advantage then extends to the skincare products also. Now, organic personal care market, as I discussed in the beginning, 2000s was a decade of K-beauty. And if you read latest newspapers, I saw a report in Times of India a few days back, now is going to be the time of A-beauty. In fact, we get a lot of inquiry. We are getting a lot of inquiries now from Europe and all for the Ayurvedic products with all natural ingredients, traditional Indian herbs, which are incorporated into the products for general use. So this market is currently valued at around 700 million USD, and the growth rate is roughly around 14-15% every year, which gives a lot of room for the new entrants. So that's where we want to build a brand, and our products will be our combination of aspiration and affordability. So it's not, you have a separate segment in affordability here, and there is a segment which is totally for aspirational product, where you will get a same item for a couple of thousands, and then you have a very cheaper version which you will get at around 600, 300, 200 rupees. So our products will be are priced in between, so that they are aspirational as well as affordable. Quality in with affordable pricing range. Yeah. So Ashokji, I think franchisee proposal, I think you would be in a better position to discuss.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. So I will pass it over to you. I'll stop sharing my screen. Over to you, Ashokji.
Yeah. Thank you, Gavanji. I think you have captured everything, and you have explained it very well. So if you look at the market needs, right? The few aspects, I think this is not to hurt anyone, but if you look at the traditional dhoop that we use for like puja at home or puja at temple at many places, that causes cancer. It is most dangerous than your smoke, right? So I think for these rituals and the events that we do, whatever the puja that we organize, I think the demand for organic products are much at large. That market, nobody has evaluated that market, but that market in itself is larger than your personal care industry. right? And second thing, if you look at the personal care industry, just look at the pigmentation market in India, like just generic survey, you will find like 80 to 90% of the Indian population have pigmentation challenges, right? So of course, if you look at the market size or the demand, I think it's a need of the hour. And so these kind of products demand will grow further up. And after pandemic, people have changed their habits in terms of spending more on their personal care and health. You know, and that not only in India, is across the globe, people have like shifted their focus is spending more on health and personal care rather than luxury. Okay, so I think with this, the franchise opportunities that we are offering here, we have basically multiple options, multiple opportunities. Right? One opportunity we have basically the dealer distribution model. So we are looking for the distribution partners who can basically create a retail network presence of like 40 sales points within a city, and they can start this business. And if you look at the investment perspective in today's time, if you look at investment of like 3-4 lakh rupees, hardly you will see any opportunity to start that business, right? So here, I think Gaganji and Spirinat organic team, they have created a very unique value proposition for the investors and franchisee partners and distributors. They can start this business with an investment of like 3 to 4 lakh rupees. Okay. So let me share my screen. We'll discuss some more in detail. Right. And second opportunity, this is also open for my direct to consumer partners. So people who are involved in direct sales, people who understand direct marketing, this is a very attractive opportunity for them. So they can just simply buy products from Spirinat Organics, and they can sell, and they can utilize basically today's your digital marketing tools. Because if you look at digital marketing is very effective nowadays. Like if you look at our daily time spent on a screen, is minimum like watching a screen is like 4-5 hours. That is the average time, right? And people have the tendency to see their phone every 9 minutes, right? So they can utilize the power of digital technology to do the marketing. Plus, they can do community sale, right? So they can even this is for home engineers. They can do this part-time job. They can generate sales from their own network. They can create a network of friends, and in the communities they can start selling this product. The best part is basically you don't need to set up infrastructure. You don't require to set up a shop or showroom to start a business, right? So we are bringing a very low investment opportunity, and plus it gives the advantage to Spirinat Organics to share maximum margin, more margin to the franchisee partners or distributors. So they makes more money, right? So so we are completely like staying away from the traditional way of a business where you have like a manufacturing unit, then you have your warehouses, super stockists, distributor, dealers. So basically from manufacturing, we are directly coming to our distributors and franchisee partners to start this business. Now I'll share a few slides here in terms of your commercials. Yeah. So franchisee proposal, this is for the distributor. Same thing basically applies to my independent franchisee partners who basically understand direct marketing and who are basically champion in direct marketing. Their investment is just only 50,000 rupees as a security deposit. And against that security deposit, you are going to receive your entire training. So you will receive product training, you will receive your staff training, and you will receive product catalogs, sales marketing material, business promotion material, that everything you will receive from the brand. And you need to buy inventory, right? So that's inventory at cost, and you will receive a good margin. That margins can be discussed in personal meetings. We don't want to disclose those margins, because this presentation also goes to our end customer as well, right? And then if you look at the earning potential that we are offering, is 40 to 50,000 rupees monthly income it generates for you. And this is, we are talking about the distributor, right? So that means my distributor partner, he is connecting 20-30 retail points, and he is placing the stock into these retail stores. And my each retail store, if gives them only a sales of like 2-3,000 rupees, uh, easily he can make 40 to 50,000 rupees kind of earning for himself. Now, if you look at these, usually distributors, they always have a network of minimum 400 retail points to like 2,000, 3,000 retail points. And what we are looking at, only for like 30-40 retail sales points, and that can give us a reasonable business. And if you look at our agreement period is 3 years. So after 3 years, this license will be auto renewed, depending just your performance and your relationship with the brand. Now, so who can be our ideal partner profile? Yes, of course, so existing distributor partners who have already some sales channel, some retail network, people who are already involved in FMCG business, entrepreneurs who have some retail presence in the market, and people who basically are interested in beauty and wellness industry, right? And companies or players basically who have some dealer distribution network, right? And this can be like in a small area, a small city, small town. This business you can start from any city, from any location, and it's a daily need products, right? So once you create a network of even like 100 families or 200 families, easily you can make this 3 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees kind of sales very easily, and it is doable, right? And what kind of support you will get, of course, in terms of advertisement schemes, product catalog, material, training, technical support. This also helps because we are recruiting direct franchisees. So direct franchisees, my end customer can share their feedbacks directly with the franchisee, and franchisee brings that to the Spirit or organic. So we have the direct connect to our end consumer as well. So where we can provide customized services for our franchisee partners. Another revenue component here, I think we have not considered so far, that is your institutional sale or corporate sale, right? So that is again a very big business. So that is the additional advantage for my franchisee partners and distributor partners. Yeah. Now, so if you look at the rollout plan, yes, we want to start with these selected cities. That includes your Bareilly, Moradabad, Muzaffarnagar, Meerut, Delhi NCR, Noida, Ghaziabad, Gurgaon, Faridabad, and Dehradun. So we are planning to create a deeper penetration in northern India, but we are open for any location. But if somebody wants start this business in Mumbai or in any metro cities or tier 1 city and tier 2 cities, that can be considered on case-to-case basis. And in terms of franchisee benefits, if you look at the market size, yes, demand is very high. And my franchisee, they have to do advice sales. As we have discussed, like challenges, that the products that you are using in your daily life, you need to change those products and you can live a better life, right? You need to create a customer base, right? So my franchisee and distributor partner, they need to create a retail presence, and if direct franchisee partners, they have to develop a consumer base. If you look at the margins are very high in this category, even for the distributor as well as for the franchisee partner. So franchisee, they need to make sales. and they need to do community engagements. And if you look at the overall opportunity, it's a very sustainable, low investment, sustainable, and very high profitable business model. Right. So with this, I will end the presentation, and I will invite Gaurav, so if he can take some queries.
So thank you so much, Gaganji and Ashokji, for giving us quite detail about what the product is all about and why it is making a difference and how it is making a difference, and why did you think about this as a category for you to get into as a business opportunity for yourself, and now you're inviting your like-minded people to collaborate and create a local market for them, right? So we were basically talking about the education part of the business and not just the financial part, because that's where the leader, that's where the visionary makes a difference in the life of the investor, and not just the end consumer, but also into the life of the one who is looking at starting a new business. Because selling is something that you can do with any product, whether it is fitting right or not. But strategically, when you think about how the business is fitting well in your target group, in the category, in the investment, in the ROIs, and the paybacks, and the usability, that's where it makes difference. Because that's what Franchise India is mainly famous for. That's what Franchise India rule is all about. We do the right fitment between the investor and the brand, and which starts with strategy, then operations, then obviously the target group, the market you want to cater to, the price point that you want to work, the right product that you want to choose, and then obviously the kind of fortune you want to make. But generally, people think from a vice versa perspective. They think about investment as the first and ROI as the second. Instead, they talk about what product are they going to sell and how it is going to make difference. Because unless they're not educated, they're not informed, they cannot be engaging right into the business and the right fashion in the right market and the right product fit. So it was very important for all of us to first understand, which was very well mentioned and told by both our dignitaries today, Gaganji and Ashokji. And now we can take up a few questions. So Gaganji, is there any option that people can become your online resellers? Is there an authority letter that we can help them to sign and they become a reseller on the online portals like Amazon and the Flipkart of the world, and you help them in listing your product and they can create their fortune? It can act as a fulfillment center in that nearby market.
Yeah, that's correct. So for online selling, we have two options in our offering. One is we have already created the listings on Amazon. Okay. As Flipkart listings are in progress, they'll be done within a couple of weeks. Okay, because we are in the process of getting the brand approval from Flipkart. So people can latch onto that listing. We can provide them a letter stating that they are the authorized partners. Okay, and they can work in the territory which is allocated to them. That we can sort out by the PIN codes. The second thing is that we do have our own website from where also we are generating a good volume of sales. Okay, right now we are fulfilling it on our own, but once we go into the distribution mode, that is the time we plan to implement a POS software. Okay, and from there the orders will be directed to the routine distributor. Okay, so whichever the program will select the distributor who is closest to the PIN code of the consumer. So that way that is their additional income which they can distribute, for which they do not have to do any additional efforts, which will come automatically from our end as well. Because once we are giving the distribution right to somebody, we do not want to deal with the customer directly and undercut distributors' income. That's simply out of question for us. So whatever orders are coming from that area will be routed to the distributors.
Great. So it's a great marketing support and a business support that you're rendering from your side as a brand, as a company, right, as a principal. So we have a couple of questions from the audience. So we have Mr. Sharma in our audience who is basically asking that what kind of marketing support do we provide, and do we need to set up as such, or can we sell only online? So Mr. Sharma, I'd like to answer here. So the brand marketing support is very much there, as you have just heard, that we are going to give you the reseller rights to become our channel partner on the online sales, on the portals like Amazon's and the Flipkarts of the world. And you can also list us on the various other portals wherever you wish to. Besides, we have got our own e-commerce platform, which again can be used for the reselling of the products in your territory according to the PIN codes. And we are going to discuss across the table why we are going to give you those territorial rights to become our channel partner. So there are three different possible prospects for you as a distributor. One obviously is the offline sale to basically the retailers who are basically going to give us the shelf space where we are displaying the product, and it is going to be picked up by the people who are visiting those retail stores. It can be a modern retail, it can be a traditional retail or a general retail. The second option is that you can start leveraging the institutions, the hotels, and the resorts in your territory, or the restaurants in your territory to whom you can basically collaborate with for the bulk selling. So either you can have a small packets of 30 ml, 20 ml, or you can do a 5 liter, 10 liter, 20 liter sale. So we are open both ways in the institutions. We can do a co-packaging also, co-branding also, in case you are getting us the bulk order and there is a minimum order quantity per annum basis. So we can probably have a new sticker for that co-branding where we can have we can do the co-branding. Or in case if it is not a minimum order commitment initially, then we can perhaps have a very customized tailor-made product, but we'll see whatever best extension of the support we can render to our institutions. So that's the second opportunity in the customer base. And the third is obviously you becoming a D2C brand where you are directly sending it to the customer who is ordering. So it's a direct to customer, D2C, using the online platform. And this online is also not limited to only the portal, but also through building your WhatsApp community or your Facebook community. So you live in a society, you can have your own WhatsApp communities, you can have your RWA groups, you can have your alum network and your business network where you can probably start floating the messages and people can give you the direct orders and you can give them on piece basis. Obviously, there will be a better margin there because you are cutting the cost of a retailer in between and you are selling it to the customer directly. So you can probably have a little more margin vis-a-vis you are selling it through a retail network. So these are the three different platforms, three different revenue streams that you have in this collaboration, becoming a distributor, and that too at a very low investment, starting with INR 3 lakh rupees plus 50,000 as a refundable security. So the support, Mr. Sharma, is that you are getting the e-commerce, you're getting the sampling for the people to understand the product, the usability. Third, you're becoming a reseller with the authority letter, and you are getting the direct access to the e-commerce website of the brand company. And on the setup side, you don't need to set up any business, any office as such. You can start working from home because you are getting a very small quantity initially to begin and to do the pilot at your level, and then you can probably scale it up. So there is no requirement of any overheads to set up an office or to have basically a dedicated space to stock it. So it's an easy business to start with. Now, the second question that we have from Mr. Vinod, do we need to sell only puja kits and incenses, or we can sell other products? So Vinodji, it is entirely your discretion how you want to start with, but we prefer that you take up the combination of both products, because the more you are limited in your inventory, the more you're limited in your SKU, the limited option you will be sending it, selling or offering it to your retailers or to your customers, and you basically limit yourself in the entire operations. So the more the horizon you have to reach out to the people and cater to a bigger audience, the more the sales you are expecting, you can expect, and obviously the revenue is going to be a by default product and the margins are going to be a by default product of your business. So on the product side, we advise that you take a mix of all. We can probably choose some quantity, I mean some SKUs higher, some lower, but ideally you should start with a combination of all, and then we can basically have some products lifted back and give you the ones which are selling. But we can do this pilot for, let's say, 3 months initially to understand the response we are getting in the market. And you need any kind of a education tool from us, you need some kind of a literature from us, you need some kind of a session with your audience where you want us to give them the explanation of what we do, how we do, and how we are making difference, then we're very well open from a brand side to come and help you personally. So on that note, I think we are done with the all the questions. We have given the audience the complete insight of what this model. Now I request each of you to please reach out to us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. And you can also leave your contact details in the Q&A box so that Arif from our team is going to call you and align your meeting with Gagan's team on a one-on-one basis so that you can probably be more understood and learned about the opportunity. I'll reiterate that Franchise India is going to be working with you to basically help you understand the merits of working with this brand and how you are fitting well into this. So strategically, operationally, financially, and the kind of target audience you want to cater, उसके हिसाब से आपका कैसा अच्छा फिटमेंट हो रहा है, कैसे अच्छा आप जेल कर पाओगे, कैसा आप अपना रेवेन्यू अपने लिए बेसिकली क्रिएट कर पाओगे मंथ ऑन मंथ, कैसे आपके paybacks आएंगे. All that is going to be discussed in this meeting, and if required or should you need, we can make you meet with Gaganji at their office, and he will probably take you to the factory so that you can probably undergo the entire process yourself to learn that how original these products are from a natural ingredients perspective and how it is making a difference vis-a-vis the other cosmetics which are there in the market. And we all have seen the journey of the competition companies like Moms and Co. and Mamaearth and various other companies. So there's a tremendous scope. Should you join hands at this initial stage, I'm sure next 6 months, year down the line, 2 years probably down the line, you will be actually making a lot of fortune in this space, because any brand in this space has been accepted well, provided there is a right education, there is a right ingredient, there is a right products, a mix, and obviously a right price mix. So we can discuss on the strategy one-on-one basis and help you to scale up this business in the right market at the right education given to you. So thank you so much once again for all the panelists and to all the viewers, to all the listeners who have been patient enough today in last 50 odd minutes, hearing us and sharing your interest on this. Any last words from you, Gaganji and Ashokji, before we conclude the session for the day?
So I think Gaurav, I will add basically the last. I will summarize everything basically for the investor. Investor need, once he invest in any business or any brand, they see the credibility, right? So if you talk about the credibility, Spirinat Organics, they have their own manufacturing unit and they have started this business after traveling more than 100 countries, right? And that also defines the management strength, right? So they comes with a solid credibility. They have a strong basically management team. And if you look at the product, so they are bringing innovative products, and these are organic products which are basically helping societies, helping individuals, basically taking care of them. And last thing, your sustainability of your business. So they are bringing sustainable model for the distributor partners as well as for the franchisee partners, where they have the higher margins. I am certain once you discuss these numbers in personal meetings, one thing I can assure you, these margins for the retailer, for the distributor, and for the direct franchisee partners are higher than the industry standards, so that you can check yourself. So concluding everything, it's a very attractive opportunity for our investors. Now, Gaganji, over to you for your concluding remarks.
Yeah, so I would like to conclude on simple note that in long term, if you want to build a sustainable business, you have to have a long-term vision. And our vision is not, profit is of course the part of the business. There's no business is run without profit. But our business is focused on creating a difference to the lives we touch, whether they be our customer whether they be our distributors, whether they be our franchisee partners, or whether they be the workers who produce the goods in our factory. So our focus is creating a difference to the life that we touch. So that with that motto, we are running this business and we hope to scale the heights. And I invite you all to join me in this journey of not only financial upgradation, but also of spiritual and personal upgradation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Neha, your remarks, closing remarks?
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining in. Thanks for the wonderful brief about brand. Guys, it's a great opportunity with the minimum investment. As Mr. Gaurav, Mr. Gagan, Ashokji, they have clearly mentioned each and every detail with all of you. And as mentioned by Mr. Gaurav, that Arif is going to reach out to you within a day or two to connect with you for one-to-one discussion and take the conversation forward. And he's going to connect you with Mr. Gagan further. So it's a great opportunity, and yes, we expect you to connect with us. You can reach out to us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. You can also write us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Thank you so much for your time, everybody, and I hope that you will all have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you once again, all the panelists. Thank you.